Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about how we are going to build queries using these various relational algebra operations. We already discussed about the various unary relational operations, binary relational operations, set operations, etc. Right? So making use of these operations, how we can write a query. So that's the main purpose of this video. We already discussed about the various unary relational operations as well as binary relational operations. Suppose that in a situation, if you want to get information from more than two relations, then what we are doing is we are performing the simple operations that involves one or two relation, and that intermediate result will be combined with the other relations to get the final result. Okay, so the fundamental operations of the relational algebra are simple operations that involves one or two relations as their operands, and the result of this operation may be further used as an operand in another operation, and the combined effects of the sequence of operations determines the final result. For most relational algebra operations, the order of execution doesn't matter, which means that the same result can be achieved by forming and combining the intermediate results in different ways. The order of executing operations and producing these intermediate results is actually determined by a query optimizer. The order of execution and the intermediate results are important for the efficiency of the query. Though it doesn't matter, it depends upon that order. The efficiency of the query will be depends upon that order. When forming a query, we should follow two steps. First step is we have to identify the relations that are needed to achieve our solution. And the second step is we have to identify and specify the operations and the intermediate results that are needed. Let us look at an example. We are considering a database which consists of four relations: car, inspection, problem, and driver. The primary keys are marked as underlined, and in some we'll be having some foreign keys also. In the relation inspection, the date inspected and the register number together is taken as the primary key, and the register number is a foreign key from the table car. Now, we are given with a query. We are in need of an information about cars of years 1996 model where faults have been found in the inspection for the year 1999. Okay, so first step is we have to identify the tables. We are given with four tables in our database, and among these four tables, what all relations are required to answer this query. First step is we have to identify the relations. Information about the cars. So we'll be getting that information from the table car. Then information about inspections. It is stored in the table inspection. Faults found for the year 1999. They are available in the table called as problem. So thus we need three tables to answer this query: car, inspection, and problem. So after identifying the relations, we have to identify the operations. So that's our second step. We have to identify the operations that we have to perform on this identified relations. So first let us consider that cars relation. From the cars relation, we are in need of only those tuples that represents the cars of the model year 1996. So to select the tuples, as we know, we can make use of this selection operation. So the model year, the value of the model year should be 1996. So the expression or the query can be given as sigma model year is equal to 1996 from the table car. And we are going to store that result into a table called C1996. So from the cars relation, we selected those tuples that represents the cars of the model year 1996. Okay. Now, from the inspection relation, we have to get the tuples that cover the period 1999. Okay, so here also we can make use of this selection operation for retrieving that tuples, right? So Sigma period is equal to 1999 from the table inspection, and the result is going to be stored in a table called in 1999. Okay. Then now we have the cars and inspections we are interested in. To connect these two these rows from these two tables, we have to make use of this join operation. And when we are looking into these two tables, we can see that the register number is the common column, and so we can perform a natural join between these two relations. To combine two relations, we have to perform a join operation. So here the common attribute is register number, and based on that we are performing a natural join. The bow tie symbol is used for representing this natural join. So sigma model year 1996 car bow tie that represents the natural join. It's a symbol for the representing the natural join. Then sigma period is equal to 1999 from the table inspection. So that two tables are joined, and that one is going to be stored in the intermediate table called as CI. So in our question, we have to find out whether faults have been found in the inspection for the year 1999. We already selected those tuples that comes under the 1999. Then we have to check any faults have been found in the inspection. So that details are there in the problem table. So that problem table need to be joined with the our intermediate table named as CI. So this CI and this problem is naturally joined, and we'll be getting a new intermediate table named as CIP. Okay, CI, as we know, it is a combination of this car table and the inspection table, right? Then we are to that we are combining this, or we are joining this problem table to get the CIP. Then we have cars connected to the inspections and problems found in those inspections. Okay, but we are in need of cars details only. Okay, information, our query is information about the cars. So in the CIP table, as we can see, we will be having a lot of information. Among that, we are in require of only the details about the cars. So we are selecting the attributes that we are in required. So we are making use of this project operation to extract only the required attributes like register number, make, model year, and color. So the final query now becomes project operator pi, register number, make, model year, color from the table CIP. Okay, so this is the final query. Now let us look at another query. Our query is what makes have provided similarly colored cars as models 1999 and 2000. Here also we are considering the same database which consists of four relations: car, inspection, driver, and problem. So our query is we have to find out the similarly colored cars, and that model year should be either 1999 and 2000, right? So the first step is we have to identify the relation. So we can get the details from the color and the make of a car. It is stored in the table car. So thus we need only one table named car. Okay. After identifying the relation, we have to identify the operations. So we are given with a condition that the model year should be either 1999 or 2000. So we have to select the tuples based on that restriction. So this restriction can be done, as you know, with the help of this selection operation. Sigma model year is equal to 1999 from the table car. Sigma model year is equal to 2000 from the table car. So these values are going to be stored in the intermediate tables named as C1 and C2 respectively. Okay, then we have to find out the similarly colored cars. So we have to check whether the C1 color is equal to C2 color, right? So we can perform as equijoin between these two relations C1 and C2. C1 join C2. So that join operation is equijoin, and the condition is C1 dot color is equal to C2 dot color. Okay, fine. Now the final query becomes, we are in need of makes only, the details makes only. So we can make use of this project operator to get the final query as makes is equal to project operator pi make from the table CC, right? So that is the intermediate table. You can see that figure. We will be getting the C1 as the model year 1999, C2 as the tuples that having the model year 2000, and we are joining it using an equijoin operation. C1 dot color is equal to C2 dot color. Then we'll be getting a table named as CC, that's the intermediate table, and among that table we are in require of only one attribute named as make. So we are projecting it with the help of this project operator. That's the final query. So in this video, we discussed about how to build a query using various relational algebra operations. I took this example from a website, and the details of the website is given in the description of this video. You can refer that link for further examples. Thank you.